Welcome to the reorganization meeting of the Board of Education of the Toms River Regional Schools. This meeting was announced to the public through a notice published on the Asbury Park Press and the Star Ledger on December 18, 2024, which constituted at least 48 hours notice as required by law under the Open Public Meetings Act. Please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance. Need a motion for the recording of election results to be affixed in the minutes.
Motion Egan.
Second, Capone.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Mr. Burns, will you come forward and do the oath of office with our new board members? For Toms River Township, Lisa Contessa. For Toms River Township, Maria Matarazza. For South Toms River Township, Joseph Jubert. Please come forward.
Is there any members in the audience that you would like to bring up to stand next to you while you take the oath or the affirmation?
Sure.
No?
I'd love my husband to come up. They're just shaking their head no.
My husband.
Your husband? He's coming, and your grandchildren. My grandchildren.
Lisa and my son didn't come.
Oh.
No, she doesn't. No, she's coming. The grandkids are coming up.
Now everybody's
That's perfect.
Good, good.
Great,
So
well done.
you don't feel
It's good to see you again.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I have 8 of the 10 grandkids here.
Oh, my goodness. Nice. Nice support. Yeah.
I think they're representing.
All right. Anybody else want to come up?
Let's get into the audience.
All right, so how this is going to work, I'm going to ask you all to repeat after me. So if everyone could raise their right hand and repeat after me. I state your full name.
I, Marisa Matarazzo,
Do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey,
and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey,
and that I will bear
and I will bear
true faith and allegiance
true faith and allegiance
to the same
to the same
and to the governments established
and to the government established
in the United States
in the United States
and this state
and this state
under the authority of the people,
under the authority of the people,
so help me God.
so help me God.
I state your full name,
I, Lisa Contessa, Marisa Matarazzo,
Joe Jubert.
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I possess the qualifications prescribed by law
that I possess the qualifications prescribed by the law
for the office of
for the office of
member of a Board of Education,
member of the Board of Education,
and am not disqualified as a voter
and we're not disqualified as a voter
pursuant to RS
pursuant to RS
19:4-1,
19:4-1,
am not disqualified due to conviction of a crime
and not disqualified due to conviction of crime
or offense
or offense
listed in
listed in
NJSA
NJSA
18A:
18A:
12-1, and that I will faithfully, impartially, and justly perform all the duties of that office according to the best of my ability, so help me God. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Do you witness him or do I witness him?
Okay, this will be our first roll call of attendance. Capone,
Here.
Contessa,
Here.
Coyne,
Here.
Egan,
Here.
Jubert,
Here.
Kidney,
Here.
Lamb,
Here.
Matarazzo,
Here.
Pascarella.
Here.
Need a motion to open nominations for the office of president.
Motion, Kidney?
Second, Capone.
Roll call. Capone,
Yes.
Contessa,
Yes.
Coyne,
Yes.
Egan,
Yes.
Jubert,
Yes.
Kidney,
Yes.
Yes.
Matarazzo,
Yes.
Pascarella.
Yes.
Do we have any nominations?
I would like to nominate Ashley Lamb. She has stated how she would love to be president, so I would like to nominate her for this position.
I'll second.
Do we have any other nominations?
I would like to nominate Lisa Contessa.
Okay, we need a motion to close.
No, wait a minute. So there's been a nomination and a second for Ashley Lamb, and there's been a nomination, but there needs to be a second for Ms. Contessa.
Okay, is there a second?
Ms. Contessa,
Yes.
Okay. Now, what we're going to do, we're going to close nominations, and then we will do a roll call on each of the names.
in the order in which they were nominated.
Yes. Need a motion to close nominations for the office of president.
Motion to close.
Second.
Roll call. Capone,
Yes.
Contessa,
What am I voting on?
closing nominations.
Yes. Lisa, yes.
Coyne,
Yes.
Egan,
Yes.
Jubert,
Yes.
Kidney,
Yes.
Lamb,
Yes.
Matarazzo,
Yes.
Pascarella.
Yes.
All right, the first roll call is going to be for Ashley Lamb. We'll do a roll call, and then we'll do Lisa after this. Capone,
Yes.
Contessa,
Yes.
Coyne,
Yes.
Egan,
Yes.
Jubert,
Yes.
Kidney,
Yes.
Lamb,
Yes.
Matarazzo,
Yes.
and Pascarella.
This is for Ashley Lamb to become a president?
Yes.
No.
Okay. All right, so that means we do not have to do the second roll call because, yeah, it's 8-1. Okay. Motion to appoint Mrs. Lamb for this office of president.
Motion Kidney.
Second, Capone.
Okay, congratulations, Mrs. Lamb.
Thank you. Switching?
Can I switch? Yep. See ya. Taking my stuff and I'm leaving. No, I can move.
No, that's right, she's good.
I moved you.
So I need to open and close it. Okay. I need a motion to open nominations for the office of Vice President.
Motion Kidney.
Second, Egan.
Roll call?
Capone.
Yes.
Contessa.
Yes.
Coin.
Yes.
Egan.
Yes.
Jubert.
Yes.
Kidney.
Yes.
Lamb.
Yes.
Matarazzo.
Yes.
Pascarella.
Yes.
I would like to make a motion to nominate James Capone for Vice President.
I'll second.
Roll call? Anyway, any other?
Any other nominations?
One motion, the second for vice president.
Are there any other nominations?
Lisa Contessa.
Is there a second for Lisa Contessa?
I'll do it. Egan, second.
Okay, so we have two motions. So we have a motion and a second for James Capone and a motion and a second for Lisa Contessa. So you want a roll call for,
We're going to close the nominations.
okay. Motion to close the nominations.
Motion Kidney.
Second Lamb.
Second Coin.
No, he was the motion.
Roll call. Capone.
Yes.
Contessa.
Yes.
Coin.
Yes.
Egan.
Yes.
Jubert.
Yes.
Kidney.
Yes.
Lamb.
Yes.
Matarazzo.
Yes.
Pascarella.
Is this a roll call for?
To close.
Close nominations.
Yes.
Okay, now we will do a roll call on each of the nominees
In the order in which they were nominated.
and the order in which they're nominated.
Okay.
James Capone. All right, Capone.
Yes.
Contessa.
No.
Coin.
Yes.
Egan.
No.
Jubert.
Yes.
Kidney.
Yes.
Lamb.
Yes.
Matarazzo.
No.
And Pascarella.
No.
Okay, it was 5 for Capone and 4 noes. So
That carries.
Mr. Capone will be our vice president. Congratulations, Mr. Capone.
Thank you.
So now we need an official motion to appoint Mr. Capone as vice president. So can we have that, please?
Motion Kidney.
Do we have a second?
Second, Egan.
Do we have a second? I didn't hear it. Egan, okay, thank you.
Okay. We're going to move to comments from guest and press, limited to 5 minutes as per Board Policy 0167, public participation in Board of Education and other board meetings. Yeah. Seeing none, we're going to close that portion of the meeting. Motion to adjourn,
Motion Kidney.
Second, Egan.
and now we're opening the next meeting. We're going to take a 5-minute recess before we open the next meeting. Thumbs up, okay. Good evening and welcome to a Budget and Finance meeting of the Board of Education of the Toms River Regional Schools. This meeting was announced to the public through a notice published in the Asbury Park Press and the Star Ledger on December 18, 2024, which constituted at least 48 hours notice as required by law under the Open Public Meetings Act. We're going to start with the purchasing agenda for the January 15th board meeting. Do any board members have any questions on the purchasing agenda? I'll start over here. Ms. Matarazzo, questions? No?
No.
Mr. Dubert? Ms. Contessa? No. Ms. Capone?
No.
Ms. Egan? Ms. Coyne? Ms. Kidney? Ms. Pascarella? No? Okay, moving on. District lease sponsorship and other rental agreements. We have a rental amount from Southern Regional School District this month in the amount of $600. Our month-to-date is $600. Our year-to-date for the 2024-25 year is $235,679. Mr. During, other financial?
Nothing at this time.
Thank you. We're going to hold public comment for the end of all the committee meetings, and I'm going to turn it over to Ms. Coyne.
Good evening and welcome to the curriculum meeting of the Board of Education of the Toms River Regional Schools. This meeting was announced to the public through a notice published in the Asbury Park Press and the Star Ledger on December 18, 2024, which constituted at least 48 hours as required by the law under the Open Public Meetings Act.
Thank you, Mrs. Coyne. This evening, we're just going to give a very brief curriculum update. January is typically a time when we renew our focus on goals for curriculum instruction and our student growth targets for the year. We revisit routines and reinforce expectation and also set goals for the new year. All teachers are in the process right now of administering mid-year benchmarks, gathering information on how students are performing in relationship to the goals that were set for them for the year. These small snapshots will give us an indication of how students are growing, and we look forward to sharing this information with you in the future. Over the last couple of months, we've started to share curriculum highlights of things that are happening in our schools, whether it be programs or initiatives that are going on, and we'll resume that effort in February. February hopefully also will allow us to shift and refocus our goals as needed as we collect that information and move through the school year. Thank you.
Good evening. Welcome to a Buildings and Grounds Referendum ESIP meeting of the Board of Education of Toms River Regional Schools. This meeting was announced to the public through a notice published in Asbury Park Press, the Star Ledger, on December 18, 2024, which constituted at least 48 hours notice as required by law under the Open Public Meetings Act. I guess we're going to start with the ESIP projects, energy management.
Good evening. With the ESIP projects, as explained last night, or last month rather, we still have some funds available within the ESIP projects line item, and we are evaluating a few of the projects that they would like to have completed. There's a project over at High School South, Intermediate North, and Intermediate South that are currently being entertained. With regard to the referendum projects, Site 181, Group 2, which is at this location, and the Early Learning Center at 1144, work is basically complete. There's just little remaining items that are still being evaluated and worked on and established, and working to get additional testing completed. Site 172A, the district-wide security, that again is still being held up with minor little punch list items and items that we're working through with the contractor on. 186A, which is Group 4, High School South Pine Beach and Washington Street. That project is essentially completed, and final items are being addressed. But it has been closed out with the contractor. Site 188, Group 6, High School East, Eastover, and Silver Bay, that is in a similar situation as Group 4, where the contractor has been officially closed out. We're now in the warranty phase of all that work.
Before we move on from the referendum projects, I just want to address some of the things that we've been addressing on a daily because of the weather. And I wanted to thank, I see Darrell back there who runs our HVAC and all the work that you guys are doing to keep our kids warm. This building continues to be a challenge. We're down to about 10 rooms now that are not operating up to snuff, but you guys are chipping away at it each day. There are alternate locations for the kids to go to be educated to make sure that they remain warm throughout the day. Also, with the, I want to just thank the community and everybody because of the power outages and the delayed openings that we've had to undergo surprisingly this morning and the adjustments on the fly. We got a great bunch of professionals from our transportation all the way through that made that possible. When we have 4 schools down, we don't have the ability because of tier busing to just delay those 4. So we went tiers 2 through 4 today, and those power outages also cause our HVAC to reset and click, and because we are not 100% taking over yet back from our HVAC, if I'm correct, Mr. Ricotta, there's a delay between getting to the vendor and resetting those things, but we're on it and we're working nonstop to get that corrected. So just to give an update, from the last month's B&G meeting on those things. Thank you.
All right, going to bring us to projects.
Moving forward, new projects over at Intermediate East, we installed a lending library for Mrs. Goodall. Over at High School North here, we stripped and resealed the main office floors. At Silver Bay Elementary, we were assisted by the township in clearing the storm drains with their jet truck. Intermediate South, we stripped and resealed the floors in the band's instrument rooms. And at Intermediate North, we had some flooding over in the media center that we had to clean up in some other areas.
With regard to the old project, Site 174 Intermediate South, that project continues to move along very well. They're now in the phase of installing the metalwork over the canopies. We are in the process of working to develop a change order to include an additional phase of work that was originally left out of the contract, but funds appear to be favorable so that we can complete the 3rd phase of the project within the allowable change order amounts, which those funds are available. Site 196, the grant project, the windows have been installed at the Westover Elementary School. We're getting ready to punch list that school out with the contractor. Washington Street Elementary School, we are anticipating the delivery of the windows. This is a long delayed item with the manufacturer, unfortunately, but we are anticipating getting those by the 1st of February. Over at 123 Walnut Street, well monitoring, our LSRP, our licensed site specialist professional with our engineer, due to health reasons, has stepped down, and we're working with the state and an environmental engineer to bring on board to work on the LSRP with us for that.
I just want to report on the old that we just followed up on work orders, and some of that is heating calls.
The only communication received this month was from the Township of Berkeley Planning Board, with them letting us know of an amended preliminary and site plan approval for the Berkeley Town Center, which is a piece of property that abuts the Beechwood Elementary School. That's the vacant property that's been sitting for years now, but it appears that development will finally happen at that site.
A few months ago, I reported that the Ocean County Health Department wanted to inspect some of our boilers with their permits, and I am happy to say that they deemed Intermediate East in compliance.
Thank you. Anybody, any questions? No? Questions? Thank you.
At this point, we're going to open up for public comment at the end of committee meetings, which is limited to 3 minutes in accordance with Board Policy 0167. Any member of the public wishing to comment, you can approach the microphone now.
Joe Nardini, Tom Observer. I want to congratulate, excuse me, I want to congratulate everyone. Lisa, Mrs. Matarazzo, Mr. Jubert, I wish you the best of luck up there. We have a lot of challenges, as you will see, on the board, and you have great people at the helm here. And it takes a while to get used to it, I know very well. Just pay attention. Note and remember what you're here for. You're here for the children, the teachers, and the district, nothing else. You keep that in mind, you're going to do great. Best of luck to you all. Thank you.
Thank you, Joe. Is anyone else?
Good afternoon. I'm Jacob Kellerman in 20 Cedarwood Drive. I'm in 11th grade, and I went to intermediate north until around 8th grade, and I'm here to ask on an update about the homeschooling situation, but the policy that doesn't allow homeschoolers to join clubs. I was in contact with one of the assistant superintendents, Superintendent Thomas. The conversations that we had have been very productive.
Yes, Jake, I know you guys spoke, what, yesterday? Or 2 days ago? A couple days ago. Our policy committee, when they reconvene, that's one of our top items to talk about, to continue to discuss that policy, as we've had yourself and another family inquire about those things. So as of right now, there's no update on the policy. Policy is not convening today, but the next policy committee meeting, there will be discussion with it.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Have a good day.
You as well.
Thank you. Seeing none, we'll close this portion of the meeting and adjourn.
Good night, everybody.
Thank you.